Now to a tug of war over accountability in Florida. Governor DeSantis accusing local supervisors of elections of allowing felons to vote illegally.
He announced the arrests of 20 people earlier this month, but News 6 first broke the news that some of those people thought their voting rights had been restored. News 6 investigator Lewis Bolden has been following this story for us. And Lewis, local election leaders say it is up to the state to notify them who is eligible to vote.
That's correct, Lisa. The Orange County Supervisor of Elections says DeSantis' administration failed to pass along pertinent information about voters' eligibility in a timely manner. And today, a Republican state senator told me the breakdown is definitely with the state.
Some local jurisdictions, they just don't care about the election laws. Well, we do, and we think it's important. And so if you're not able to run an election right, then we obviously would want to hold people accountable. So stay tuned on that.
At a press conference in Live Oak, Florida today, Governor Ron DeSantis doubled down that local supervisors of elections are allowing convicted felons whose rights have not been restored to vote.
They're the ones that are registering people. It's you go in your county and you register locally. You're not registering in Tallahassee at the state government. And so it's really their responsibility to ensure that those voting rolls are accurate.
Republican State Senator Jeff Brandis told News 6 it is clear the state is at fault.
The breakdown's definitely at the state level and definitely at the Secretary of State's office.
Across the state, local SOEs have gone on the record saying it is the state's responsibility to notify them of a voter's eligibility.
It's also a situation of who has the data.
Just yesterday, Orange County Supervisor of Elections Bill Cowles told News 6 the state took 7 months to notify his office that 59-year-old Peter Washington's rights had not been restored.
They sent me a voter registration card.
By then, Washington had already been allowed to vote in the 2020 election.
These voter registration forms go through a series of checks at the state level. And at the state level, one of the checks is FDLE.
Almost 2 weeks ago, Washington and 19 others were arrested for casting those ballots.
Now they're going to pay the price for it.
The governor made the announcement at a press conference along with Court Byrd, who DeSantis appointed as Secretary of State.
And if evidence is found of a crime, you will be held accountable.
Brandis, along with others, say the breakdown is with Byrd's office.
How do we correct it?
It's very simple. The Secretary of State just needs to take responsibility and say, it's my job. And if it slips through the cracks and people get a voter registration card and they end up voting, it's my fault. We're going to continue to put things in place that fix this. But it's the Secretary of State's responsibility.
Now, it seems the governor and his team are not on the same page. Peter Antonacci was appointed by DeSantis as the director of the Office of Election Crimes and Security. On August 18th, the same day of the press conference where those 20 people were arrested, Antonacci sent this letter to supervisors of elections in several counties, including Orange County. The letter says, quote, "Through no fault of your own, convicted felons voted in your county in the 2020 general election."